So you're checking the audio? Making sure audio's alright?
Audio's working. Good, you can see it moving.
Just fucking up this shit. Oh, box!
I'm gonna open the video with that.
So we're doing a little unboxing today of our new engine management system. It's through Ace's EFI. This is the Jackpot Pro system, Pro LS. Let's see what's in the box. See what's in the box! Oh, fucking wound up, excited. Get stickers, so now we throw away the box and we continue on with life. Packing list. We got packing. Oh my god, so much wire! So we have what looks like all of our harnesses right here in a big bag. Big old bag of harnesses. Set that down over here. Got our like phone mount thing that I'm guessing is supposed to hold the screen. The screen. Set that there. Got a couple boxes. What we got in this box? Oh, look at that beauty. That's the 4-inch, the 7-inch screen. It is. Yeah. Plug on the back of it. This is basically going to be our dashboard for the Camaro. Just going to run everything off of this. It will make life a lot easier instead of buying a whole dash. It's not a bad size. It's not the biggest thing, but it'll do all the things we need it to do.
Figure out the rest.
It's in this box. Oh. This is the power distribution module. So this will have, battery positive, negative on it, along with a bunch of inputs and outputs, along with fused stuff. This is pretty neat. Yeah. We'll see what fun stuff we can do with that. Little box. This says sensors. I don't know where the end of the box is. We got a bung. Oh, the
O2 sensors.
O2 sensor. I'm glad I went with that because that is definitely a different plug than the one that's on the car now. I'm assuming this is another O2 sensor.
Probably.
Yeah. So this is just another O2 sensor. It came with two.
Wideband.
Yep, and I think this is the star of the show. Our Jackpot ECU. It's a tiny little guy. It's a lot smaller than the one that comes out of the car. It's nice. That's nice and compact. Drive-by cable. Exactly what we're doing. This I should be able to, as long as we have enough cable here, I might be able to take this and tuck it up behind the dash instead of having it in the footwell like the other one. And it'll be nice and tucked away. Nice and pretty. Yeah, that's a nice kit. And it is a lot cheaper than the Holly kits. I'll tell you that. I think this was like 900 shipped. Because I also got that power distribution module. That's an add-on.
You gotta explain that it's a self-learning.
So this whole system is much like the Holly systems, where you just kind of give it a bunch of inputs of like, I have this cam, this size motor, these, so on and so forth, and then it learns everything on its own, which is really nice. But there's also software that you can go in and tinker with whatever thing in a manual sense, or I believe you can do it on the screen too.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So I think the next bit of fun is to get the painless harness out.
Pull the wiring back apart.
Pull the painless harness out again.
Painful.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. It looks And we're cut some zip ties. I don't know. It might be bad, it might be good. It might be good, it might be shit. So let's go find out.
It's the first beautiful Sunday afternoon of the year. The previous shot, it was Friday.
Today is Saturday. It's Sunday. I don't know what day it is anymore. The time is irrelevant. And that light is bright. Okay.
Some things to note with the Asus Jackpot LS standalone computer. You want to use their map sensor because when the computer learns, it's going to create an airspeed density tune. It doesn't have a connector for a map. And so we had to like wallow out the hole in the intake a little bit just to get their map sensor to fit.
Yeah.
You also want to use their ambient air temperature sensor, which comes with the kit.
Or intake air temperature, whatever we want to call it.
Intake air temperature. And Bombo also had to order an oil pressure sensor because the one that was in this motor didn't have the right connector. So we just got another generic LS one. It was like $15 on Amazon. Probably Chinese, but oh well.
Let's be honest, the GM one probably is as well, but they just put GM on it.
That's true.
So it's GM China.
So before we go any further, there's a few other things that we did with this previously over the past month or so that I will probably lump into a short little segment here, so we'll cut to that.
Welcome to my floor. It's where I hang out. We're gonna start mounting fuel lines. I gotta mark stuff. That's why I got markers. That's what they're for. It's in the name. So let's go mark things. Away I go. Ow!
I'm glad I didn't stop it yet.
Started on there. Like so. Welcome to the underside of the Camaro, where I'm blinded by Ryan's light. Blair Witch ass shit. Anyway, we got our first work started on this. We got our main line here coming off our tank, going up and over into the filter, and then we have our return line along with the vent line that we'll have to trim back a little bit. It's a little long. That will be mounted in right here. Now we got to get the rest of these guys all mounted in along with our brake line.
Drill more holes.
Time to drill more holes in my car. Ooh, that's a fun sound. Yeah. Bye guys. Little pack there. A little pack there. Shit's so straight, look like Stevie Wonder put it on. AKA, it's not really on. Hey, we're back. After a little bit of a battery malfunction there, and really dirty terminals. We can get it to crank over again, as you hear. So that's good. As you see, it didn't start or anything. That's just mainly the starters on a different circuit. So let's fire up the Aces. We got the fuse in. See what happens. Pump cycled, so that's good. Sweet. And our screen is active.
Launch. Well, that's probably fuel in the rail that I'm hearing.
What do you mean?
You hear that? That might be the idle air control, actually.
Oh. So far, it's pretty straightforward. GMLS. We have a 24 tooth crank.
Can you pull it in front of the wheel? I'm sorry.
Damn it! God damn it! We will go with race cam because I believe that's what it's going to be.
You're using their map, right? So it is the 141041.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Dual wide bands. drive-by-wire, no. No transmission control, 8 cylinders. We didn't look that up.
Oh, look up the injectors. We'll be right back. We're gonna go look up the injector flow rate.
Firing order. That is 18726. Is the fucking same one.
Well, this is for LS. I mean,
We're
that's
gonna
the hot idle.
hot idle of. We're gonna do 800 for the moment. Actually, nine.
To be exact.
900.
So this is a check of everything.
Then we turn it off. Wait 5 seconds. How do you do for 5 seconds?
Listen to your neighbor cut the grass.
I think that's a leaf blower.
Could be. Oh, we back with yours.
Do that too.
I think it's been 5 seconds.
Sure. You said Mississippi?
And also, before you crank it, we gotta check the sensor readings.
This one runs that pump a lot longer too. Let's not do this, show that again, but we are using the Jackpot. Throttle position.
It's at 0 degrees. So that's good. That's zeroed out. Let me just go read through the other few things before you crank it.
I'm ready to crank it.
Don't crank the hog. We're bickering like a married couple in our YouTube video. Engine RPM should be 0, right?
Yes.
Ready?
See what happens. I got nothing.
Well, yeah, there's probably no fuel in the lines, right?
Something ain't right. And I'm smelling fuel. The fucking the bolts go into the head. There's a gasket in that the bolt runs through. It probably doesn't touch.
So we're idiots. The reason why we weren't getting spark is we had the...
We have yet to confirm this.
Well, I'm 98% certain. We're idiots.
No, well, I'm 98% certain on that too, but...
God damn it, I'm trying to explain to the camera. You keep interrupting me.
I know, but I'm part of the show too, so... It's just banter between hosts. Anyway,
so I'm 98% certain the reason we weren't getting spark is because we had the ground on the coil pack here, and there's a gasket on the valve cover, which means it's not an actual ground. So we're gonna ground these somewhere else and then try.
yeah. There's also a gasket.
You can say it.
Oh. Yeah, but there's a gasket in between the bolts that hold the valve cover down. Actually, you can see it right here. There's a gasket that separates those two, so it doesn't make connection through that either. So, yeah, I think it's just clearly that we might be a little dumb sometimes. Get out of here!
This is what happens when you try too hard.
Yeah,
Okay, we're gonna fix that and then try and go through the wizard one more time.
Yep. Beep. Here, wizards.
You're a wizard, Harry. Imperial.
AF, GMLS, we're going to go to the correct one because I did change that.
44 tooth.
Race cam.
Race cam.
The correct map sensor. Dual Y bands. No drive-by-wire nor transmission control. 8 cylinders. 3 33-pound injectors. Displacement. That's correct. I'm going to just leave that at 1,000 RPM.
Turn it down later.
Yep. Yes. Okay.
Turn it off for 5 seconds.
We wait again. Think I forgot my stomach, man. I ate myself a Tums.
And attempt number 2.
Yep, after the Tums break. Alright, buddy. Let's party. Well, are you ready, buddy? I don't want to run too long with that water pump being dry.
Yeah, I cool off and crank it again.
Great success! Yeah, and as it is right now, it's not self-tuning, because if we remember from when we were talking earlier, that self-tuning doesn't start until it's at operating temperature. Yeah, like 160 you said? Yeah, so basically right around operating temperature and while driving, but we still have quite a bit with cooling to figure out before we can actually run it up to temp. And we also very much should do an exhaust on it before that as well, for my neighbor's sake.
And you use an intake.
Oh yeah, we need to figure out this, but without
All your temp sense.
yeah, without the manifold or the mass airflow sensor, that does make life a little easier.
Poke a hole in the tube.
Yeah, really, for all we need is this, which is that ambient air temperature, or intake air temperature. That's gonna read that temp. Right now it's just zip tied up there, which in reality would be the same temperature. It's by the intake. It should be close enough. Yeah, she's saucy. She's saucy.
Sound like a boat.
Hell yeah. Yeah. There's a bunch more wiring we're gonna have to do.
Now we get to play with the spaghetti.
More spaghetti on my floor.
Next steps.
Next steps. Hoses and gozes. I don't know what the hell gozes is, but finishing up the cooling system. So heater core, all that stuff, which really isn't much. It's like one thing, and then we put coolant in it, and then it's bled out. What else after that? We need to clean up the wiring in the inside. It's a bit of a spaghetti mess. And an exhaust. We can actually try and drive it without smoking out and driving everyone crazy in the neighborhood. Oh, intake. We need to figure out something there as well.
And tires.
Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? You can drive on that?
Might be able to fill them up and like drive around the block.
That's what the first plan was, and then go from there.
Yeah. What do you mean though? Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Mr. Hose tells you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.